coming on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down in the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Wentz on third down. This ball complete to Rager. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Trying to pick it up with Clement and trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2, he only got 1. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at the 33-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 12 carries, 71 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of
nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
First down, here's Burrow. Slant pass to Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. For Hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
First and goal from the 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's a run with Mixon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brandon, we've seen an incomplete pass and an attempted run, not getting them anywhere at all. I'm not sure they're committed on this drive about what they want to do. I just want them to say, listen, let's line up and run this thing and make it 4-down territory.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Burrow's pass.
Drew Sample, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week. Up over 100 and a touchdown.
When we're watching tape to prepare for this game, one thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 40.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, it had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Brings up 3rd.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Sanders, the ball.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles, but when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, they'll run it to Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Clement. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
No success on first down. Couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. Good-looking return set up here.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
By Javon Hargrave. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
from the gun to give to Mixon.
Eagles 22-yard line.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Ball carrier.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, fourth in the NFL in 2018, ninth last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
3rd and
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. These two teams all tied after one.
Of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
Makes the score.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier. Logan.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure we're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here's the ball carrier.
Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week in a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
To the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
He's tackled it.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Ball carrier. The tackle by Will Parks. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Giovanni Bernard.
Yeah, not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
And Burrow going to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would...
It's caught at the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter, he makes you go.
A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Geno Atkins got home that time.
And there's Geno Atkins applying the pressure again from his defensive tackle position. I know a lot of people talked about the down year he had in 2019, going 4.5 sacks. That was his lowest sack total since 2014. But the respect he gets around the league, he hasn't missed a Pro Bowl in his last 6 seasons. Remember, he gets doubled and tripled on almost every snap.
Nothing fancy there, a little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary, right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Now Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Bengals first down.
They'll run here with Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Mixon on the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete to Tyler
This
Boyd.
has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. It's a draw play like that successful.
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama.
Burrow's
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
first down.
Now Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Mixon again.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Bernard getting the handoff for Burrow. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
16.
So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys that really value.
23 yards on the play.
First down and goal.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 32.
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
This is Mixon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
This is Mixon on the draw, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
And the ball carrier brought down at the 1-yard line.
Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And he'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right.
Ball and no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been two for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the two? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Fielded just outside the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. Mikel Roby brings him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To C.J.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Down Bengals.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
T. Higgins was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Conversion.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson's got it over the middle. And they're well past midfield. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. On the return, Phillips. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Complete to Tyler.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Duke Riley on.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Tackle made at
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 29. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
5-yard pickup on the play.
Burrow looking to pass. Complete to his tight end Sample. And out of bounds It's right around the 20. 9 yards that time.
Create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
13-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Joe Mixon.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. On the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. And that's what.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Burrow's pass.
From 13 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Cyber it on for the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Again, it's Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
To the air again, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Burrow's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Good job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On third down, Nixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 28, Joe call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.